Hello, I'm Tibshirani with 90 at 9, brought to you by interest.co.nz. This is where you get everything you need to know in 90 seconds at 9 o'clock. The UN has lowered its growth forecast for the world economy, saying economic activity remains lacklustre with little prospect of turnaround in 2016. It's downgraded its 2016 global growth forecast from 2.9 to 2.4%, the same level as last year. The UN cites significant downward revisions of growth for countries in Africa, the Eastern Bloc, Latin America and the Caribbean. It says weakening demand in developed countries also continues to be a drag on global growth. The Bank of England has given its starkest warning yet that a UK vote to leave the European Union could hit the economy. The bank's governor has warned that the risks of leaving could possibly include a technical recession. The bank kept interest rates on hold at 0.5% as expected. It's cut its 2016 GDP forecast to 2.0% from 2.2%. Meanwhile, its inflation forecast remained pretty much unchanged, with its two-year ahead forecast still at 2.1%. Two voting Fed presidents are speaking out in support of the US central bank hiking rates. Boston Fed President Eric Rosengren says the Fed should raise interest rates again if data from the second quarter confirms the labour market is near full strength and inflation is on track to accelerate. Meanwhile, Cleveland Fed President Loretta Mester says interest rates are currently too low for today's economic conditions. US import prices rose for the second month in a row in April, largely off the back of petrol prices increasing and the US dollar depreciating. While import prices were still 5.7% lower than April last year, the 0.3% rate rise suggests inflation could start firming in months ahead. US export prices rose 0.5%, their first monthly gain in nearly a year. The number of Americans filing for unemployment benefits rose last week to a more than 1 year high. However, economists say the data's been skewed by striking telecommunications workers and doesn't signal a deterioration in the labour market overall. In New York, the benchmark US Treasury 10-year yield is slightly higher today at 1.75%. The oil price is up, with the US benchmark now just under $47 a barrel and the Brent benchmark just at $48 a barrel. And the gold price is stable at $1,271 an ounce. The New Zealand dollar has weakened slightly since this time yesterday to 68.2 US cents. However, it's made decent gains to 93.1 Australian cents and 60 euro cents. The TWI index is higher at 71.7. I'm Tibshirani, and that was 90 at 9, brought to you by interest.co.nz.